Hello, this question appeared on both the Foundation and Higher Paper 1 in May 2024. It was question 26 on the Foundation paper and question 7 on the Higher paper. We're told Kasim has some small jars, some medium jars and some large jars. He has a total of 400 jars. We're told that 3/8 of the 400 jars are empty, and for the empty jars, the number of small jars to the number of medium jars is 3 to 4, and the number of medium jars to the number of large jars is 1 to 2. We're asked to work out the percentage of Kasim's jars that are empty small jars. Pause the video, attempt to answer the question, return to play the video to see the solution and where the marks are awarded. Welcome back. So our aim is to find the percentage of Kasim's jars that are empty small jars. So the first thing that we need to do is find out how many empty jars there are. And we know 3/8 of the 400 jars are empty. To work out 3/8 of 400, we need to do 400 divided by 8, which is 50. There are a few ways of finding this out. One is when we divide by 8, we can divide by 2, then divide by 2 and divide by 2 again. Or we can spot that 40 divided by 8 is 5 and we pop the 0 on the answer to get 50. Now we've found what 1/8 of 400 is, we need to find 3/8. So we times the 50 by 3, which gives us 150. We now need to work with the ratios. Our aim is to find out what the ratio is for small to medium to large. So using the ratio for medium to large, which we're given is 1 to 2, we need to match the parts that are in the ratio small to medium. So we need the medium to be 4. And we do this by timesing both sides by 4. 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8. So now when we have 3 parts for the small jars, we have 4 parts for the medium, and when we have 4 parts for the medium jars, we can see we have 8 parts for the large jars. We can then see that the total number of parts is 3 add 4 add 8, which is 15. So to find out how many jars are in each part, we use the 150, which is how many empty jars we have, and we divide it by the 15 parts. And this will tell us there are 10 jars per part. So to find out how many empty small jars there are, we can see that there are 3 parts and each part has 10 jars. So there are 30 empty small jars. We need to work out the percentage of Kasim's jars that are empty small jars. And so we can see there are 30 empty small jars out of a total of 400 jars. and this gives us the proportion of how many empty small jars there are. We can then find the equivalent fraction that is out of 100, because this will help us turn it into a percentage. To get from 400 to 100, we have to divide by 4. So if we divide the bottom number by 4, we divide the top number by 4. And 30 divided by 4, we can half 30, which is 15, and then half it again, which would give us 7.5. And so our answer would be 7.5%. This is a 5-mark question. If you found the answer of 7.5%, you would get the 5 marks. Otherwise, if you found 3/8 of 400 is 150, you get 1 mark. The second mark is for the start of the process to deal with the ratios. And so this is for changing the 1 to 2 into a 4 to 8 ratio. The third mark is for the process to find the number of empty small jars. And so this is for finding 15 parts, and there are 10 jars per part, giving us 30 empty small jars. The fourth mark is for a process to find the percentage. And finally, the fifth mark is for finding 7.5% as your answer.